there was a podcaster, ironically named Lucky, who casually said the word Mayate.
Yeah, he's talking about
like Hood Legend.
Cali Hood Legend.
There you
the
go.
homie from Maravilla, Steve.
Oh, is that who runs that shit?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Lucky.
Yeah, Lucky.
Oh, the old school dude that sits in his car and does videos?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is the first I've ever heard of him. I don't know much about him, but you know, all right, you said it. Everybody's racist, you know, to a certain extent. What do you guys think about this dude? And I know we don't want to play audio for monetization reasons, but he was just making a conversation about I don't even know what it was about, and he just casually said Mayate.
Okay,
but he kept going.
So let me say first off. If you look up that the definition for that word, first it starts out like a beetle, like a black bug. You know what I mean? And then it goes further into derogatory terms towards black people. You know what I mean? But let's think about this though, bro. So the word started, bro, in the penitentiary when dudes are speaking Spanish, bro. So the blacks don't know what they're talking about, what the Mexican dudes are talking about, or the Latinos are talking about. That's how it started, bro. Let's talk about Swahili, bro. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's some fucking derogatory terms in Swahili.
Shit,
when the blacks, when the
Dark,
Crips,
do you know any Swahili? Because I don't know shit about Swahili. I don't know about Kwanzaa, none of that shit.
The Crips and Bloods speaking Swahili.
Talking about
like Kiwe and Damu, right, or whatever.
It's jail shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Everybody speaks.
So this all stems from jail shit.
Oh, okay.
And so potentially jail terminology, bro, started with, so if the black neighbor or if you're speaking on a tira, you know what I mean, that they don't know what you're talking about. Now obviously black men are smart men, you know what I mean?
Tira's on the low key, right?
They pick up, bro. They pick up on the words. So as the evolution of code talk evolves in the penitentiary, bro, now we gotta take it to different words, bro. You feel me? And so any word that is said, like a word is used, llanta, you know what I mean? Which is a tire, dog, you know? But it's just to throw them off from conversation for the blacks
that is for a black person, llanta.
Well,
I'm assuming,
black.
right? Okay, yeah,
it means
black tire, exactly. Yeah, I get it.
No,
yeah, I get it.
Well, you can say it's racist, bro, but it's people trying to communicate.
So it definitely
in a
started
system.
there.
It's prison thing, bro.
Yeah,
it's
it started there.
Yeah,
but in the street, if someone calls you a Mayate,
I mean,
right?
fools don't talk like that on the streets.
I haven't heard Mayate in 35 years.
I mean, they might talk like that, and I'm not trying to go to bat for this, like, you know, 100%. I'm just saying, like, this is just prison code talk. So when there's war or there's conversations being had where other people can hear it, you know what I mean? That we're trying to make it so the other race, the opposing race, if it's black, if it's white, if it's Asians, I mean, white's got, you know what I mean, all kinds of different names. You know what I mean?
Wood, all the right.
Sabanaz, different.
Sabanaz. I don't know shit about prison if you guys ain't know.
Yeah, like Sabanaz like a white sheet. You know what I mean?
Sheet.
You know, it's a sheet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's words that are used that potentially can, as you go down to the definition, now they're used as derogatory terms because the word was used in an act of war or an act of prison violence, riots, where people were trying to communicate, and we didn't want the other brothers or the white dudes or the Asians or the others to hear what we were talking about and be able to put it together. But once again, you know what I mean? I don't want to. I'll say this: that the blacks. I've been on a 4-yard where they talking about they speaking Swahili, bro. You know what I mean? But all this crazy shit, and it's like, bro, what they saying? So there's got to be some derogatory terms in that.
And the thing is with that, I don't like most people only pick out the key words, like, you know, like keywords with a lot of that shit. So like, there'll be homies that learn different languages just to learn keywords that might be like sounding like, hey, motherfuckers is coming, or got a weapon, or they're talking about us, or, you know, it's just different shit, you know. And I can say, as far as Lucky Cali Hood Media, he went back even in his shit and bleeped the word out, and like, he went on it and he said, hey,
is that because he got shit for it?
No,
or
it's just because he didn't. He's like he said, hey, respects to everybody. Like, he wasn't on that kind of shit. You know what I mean? But whenever you are beefing with anybody, or you have somebody, because it wasn't a black dude that pointed it out. It was somebody else he was beefing with. They wanted
to throw shade on him.
So they threw shade and they said, hey, look what he's doing. And then everybody, like, went in on him. So, I mean, I think you can watch pretty much anybody, and most people that ain't like media trained, sooner or later they're gonna say
institutionalized. Would you guys say? Is that I don't know if that's the right word I'm using, but
yeah, you can. You know what? Honestly, bro, when you have these dudes that are say like Lucky, right, from Montevilla, and I watch some of his stuff, bro, because I when I see new dudes coming on the playing field in the podcast game, I want to peep them out. You know what I mean? Because maybe I want to have one on the platform. And I've reached out to Lucky like 2 years ago, and I said, hey, bro, or maybe a year ago, and I said, hey, bro, holler at me, dog. You know what I mean? Let's get you on the platform. He never. I mean, I don't know if he saw the comment or not, but it's like this, like what Rick said is 100% facts. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers are not media trained, and people like with such small channels like that, bro, mind you, with the phone in his Cadillac. I think he's got a Cadillac. I mean, I'm not trying to blast his car, but I feel like he's in a Cadillac. You know what I mean? You know,
like the one you had on the road.
Yeah, he's old school, bro. He's got to be in a Cadillac. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, but check it out. You know, he you know. Dark said is racism, you know, and you know what, bro? He's a penitentiary dude, bro. So they talk with the lingo, you know what I mean? How many black friends does he have? I don't know, bro. Who is he talking to? I think he's talking to a Latino audience. Now, when it's just, I'm not trying to like say it's right, and I'm not gonna say at the same time the way this OG talks is wrong, because he knows what he knows. And when we're talking about media trained, as you evolve into a bigger figure in the YouTube realm, then you need to fix certain things, and that would be something that he would have to fix. You know what I mean? Because I've not once have ever said that on the podcast. I always say the brothers. You know what I mean? You know, the blacks, brothers, mostly brothers. You know what I mean? I like brothers because I feel like it's super respectful, and it's just like the way I talk to Dark. You know what I mean? You know, like it's the right way. You know.